We got Bernie Sanders pulling out Donald Trump tweets in the Senate hearing. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at a bit of Bernie Sanders' speech during the Senate hearing today, where they were discussing the possibility of increasing the stimulus direct payments from $600 to $2,000, which I believe is more reasonable to the American public as far as direct aid is concerned. And during his speech, he did pull out some Donald Trump tweets, which some people may be surprised by this. I personally am not. Sometimes two opposing sides can come to agreement on things, so I'm not totally surprised by this. Bernie Sanders is more of a representation of the populist left, while Donald Trump is a representation of the populist right. And every now and then they do have agreements on certain things. The direct aid of $2,000 being one of them for those that do qualify for it. What's interesting is that Mitch McConnell, I gotta just mention him briefly before I play this video. Mitch McConnell, he's doing a whole political song and dance. But to sum up what occurred this morning at the Senate hearing, they did not vote on the matter. As of yet, last I checked, there was no vote casted in the Senate. And Mitch McConnell was playing political games when he contradicted himself, because in one breath he has been on record being against the $2,000 stimulus checks because he did not want to increase the deficit. And this is a direct quote from him. I'm gonna put it up for you guys to see it. But not only that, in another breath, he said that he would be open to a $2,000 direct aid stimulus check to the people that qualified for it if in this same bill we could also attach the addressing of Section 230 and as well as the election results that Donald Trump is contesting. So if we can combine all three of these matters in one, then he would be in favor of the $2,000 stimulus checks to the people, which that makes no sense, because why would you be in favor of the direct aid in one breath if we add two additional measures to the bill, but in another breath you're against just the concept of a $2,000 stimulus check to the people because this will increase the national deficit? See how this is a contradiction? You can't have both. You're either for or against the increase of the national deficit for the purposes of this stimulus check. And Mitch McConnell is really showing how much of a politician's politician he really is by his tactic of trying to kill the proposal for the $2,000 stimulus checks by combining these three measures into one bill, which he knows that the Democrats will never approve this in the House. He knows that they will not approve a bill addressing concerns in regards to the results of the 2020 presidential election, as well as Section 230. So that is Mitch McConnell's tactic of killing the $2,000 stimulus check increase. So that's his tactic, shady tactic, politician's tactic, no surprise by me. But I'm gonna go ahead and play Bernie Sanders' video for you guys, put up on screen for you to see it.
It goes beyond the struggles of the people of Vermont or Kentucky. And let me just make it clear for the majority leader that 10 out of the poorest 25 counties in the United States of America are located in Kentucky. So maybe my colleague, the majority leader, might want to get on the phone and start talking to working families in Kentucky and find out how they feel about the need for immediate help in terms of a $2,000 check per adult. And I have the strong feeling that the people of Kentucky will respond no differently than the people of Vermont or New York. This last poll that I saw had 78% of the American people saying that they wanted and needed that type of help. But this discussion, frankly, is not just about the economic struggling of working families in this country. It's not just the massive levels of income and wealth inequality. It's about basic democracy. Now, what we have to do here on the floor, whether it's Senator Schumer or Senator McConnell or me, we got to talk in legalese. That's the language of the United States Senate, and the stuff sounds pretty complicated to the average person. But all that Senator Schumer and I are asking of the majority leader is a very simple request. Allow the members of the United States Senate to cast a vote.
I am in total agreement with that. At least cast the vote for it. And if they cast the vote for it, then we will know exactly which Republicans and Democrats are for or against this proposal in the Senate. We will know exactly who to blame. But we can't also just blame Mitch McConnell. So.
If you want to vote against $2,000 checks for people in your state, vote against it. I see Senator Toomey here. He has been clear about it. Mm-hmm. I suspect he will vote against it. I respect his opinion. But all that we are asking for is a vote. What is the problem? In the House, over 2/3 of the members of that body, including 44 Republicans, voted to say that at this time of economic desperation, working families deserve help and they deserve a $2,000 check. And as Senator Schumer just indicated, we have a very unlikely ally in President Trump. Nobody here was disagreed with Trump.
They could have put it on a smaller poster. I mean, damn.
Times than I have. And yet here is
guess
what
it's really
the leader
trying to
of
illustrate
the
the point.
Party says. He says $2,000 ASAP. So even on this issue, amazingly enough, the President of the United States is right. So what all of this comes down to, my fellow Americans, it's not even whether you agree with Senator Schumer and myself and 78% of the American people, whether you agree with Senator McConnell, and I suspect Senator Toomey, that's fine. It's called democracy. We have differences of opinion. All that I am asking is give us a vote. What's the problem? Allow the United States senators to cast a vote as to whether or not they are for the $2,000 check or whether they're against it. We will need, as I understand it, 60 votes to win. That's a big hurdle. I don't know that we're going to win. There are a number of Republicans, to their credit, who have said they're ready to vote for it. I suspect there may be more, when given the opportunity, who will vote for it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we will lose. I think that would be unfortunate. But all that I am asking for right now is give us the opportunity to vote. What is the problem with that? So, Mr. President, with that, I will now go to Senate legalese and say, quote, I ask unanimous consent that at 11:30 a.m. on Thursday, December 31st, the Senate proceed to the immediate consideration of H.R. 9051 to provide a $2,000 direct payment to the working class, that the bill be considered, read a third time, and the Senate vote on passage of the bill without intervening action or debate. Further, that if passed, the motion to reconsider be considered, made, and laid upon the table. Further, that immediately following the vote on H.R. 9051, the Senate proceed to the immediate consideration of the veto message on H.R. 6395, that the Senate immediately vote on passage of the bill, the objections of the President to the contrary notwithstanding, with no intervening action or debate.
So that's what Bernie Sanders had to say. And I guess he was really trying to illustrate his point, putting up that tweet, $2,000 ASAP is what the president said. which I totally agree with it. But it appears that Mitch McConnell, he has no intention on having them even vote on this. And it's his mission to have this turn. He's trying to turn it back on to the House with his counter proposal, which is, he knows his counter proposal is not going to get approved in the House. He knows that. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Hit the like, share, subscribe button, and blessings to you.